We'll see the pass, we'll see the run, and likely a lot of points on the board. Russell's going to take a deep shot right away, and the pass is caught right away.
There, and now we can go play. Great call by Kendall Brown.
So that ought to settle down. A guy who's had experience, but this is a little different. Quick to the line, quick handoff, and a huge hole right up the middle for Shock Linwood, who gets
the wall early.
43 through the air, second play 25 on the ground. They'll give it to Linwood, who breaks a tackle. Trying to get to the outside, and he will get to that edge, but is dragged out of bounds on the left side of Russell. And they will give it to Chafin right into the end zone. Touchdown. This season, I think, already has a different feeling.
Yeah, it's a great report, Allison. He's got to keep them playing. Try to keep some confidence on defense.
There's Seth Russell with the play fake. And he'll go middle. He finds Coleman again, who's got that great speed. To the 35, to the 30. Coleman inside the 20 and the 15. Seth Russell has completed his first 2 passes of the year. He's already over 100 yards. And from the shotgun, throws middle, intended for Coleman once again, but it come out. They'll hand it off to Shock Linwood, who spins through a tackle and is inside the 5.
And they gain yards.
So right away to the line of scrimmage. Russell keeps it. Russell, touchdown.
Seth Russell
Plays from scrimmage, and they've gone down the field 75 yards 2 different times. Handoff, left side running. Devin Chafin, who is a very strong back.
Big guy, got speed.
That pass complete to Coleman on the outside. He's having a big game already.
Explosive guy.
We haven't seen KD Cannon yet. Russell's going to try to find Cannon deep down the middle, but there was some miscommunication there. The team in the country brings back 2 guys who had 1,000 or more yards receiving last year. There's some of that power from Chafin. Ball all alone in shotgun. He's looking to keep it, makes a man miss, cuts it to the outside. He gets the first down.
Guys there, he made it anyway.
Bryce Petty was a great quarterback, right, Coach? But it's a little different athleticism, I think, with Russell, who slipped some pass rush and finds Coleman across the middle for a gain of 11. Again, inside the 30, quick release, pass caught, huge hit. The helmet flies off of Lynx Hawthorne, but play fake, that slant up in the air and knocked down, incomplete. Quan McGowan is in at tight end. He's a blocker on this play. They're going to the end zone. Cannon, incomplete. Good coverage.
Come up with a stop.
Russell completes it, but I don't know. He got very close.
Say it's still a first down.
Yep. Certainly for the coach's perspective, that's true. Pass complete. There's KD Cannon inside the 10. Linwood alongside Seth Russell in the backfield. That pass caught right at the goal line. Touchdown. Jay Lee spins through the tackle. Things are going fine here tonight. But you do wonder about that Alabama-Wisconsin game. That ball is dropped by
a lot of question marks.
Johnny Jefferson, the tailback, and Russell pressured immediately, but he tucks it and runs, and he's a strong kid. Inside the 40 at the 36, 1st and 10. Russell in the pocket, taking another deep shot. He's got Cannon open. Caught, touchdown. Underdogs, and here we are, not quite halfway through the second quarter, but it's a 7-point game. And Russell with the play fake over the middle. That's Jay Lee to the 44-yard line. That has been excellent himself. Linwood empties the backfield on 1st and 15. Russell gets away. He'll throw. It's tipped up and somehow caught. And no, not caught. Ball hit the ground. Wow. Tip it up and help force that incompletion. 2nd and 15, and a ball's on the ground. Russell scrambles after it, and I do think he got it back. He did. Only showing a rush of 3, so they're back in coverage. Russell down the middle, pass behind his intended target. Cannon incomplete. Well, this game is becoming more and more unforgettable as we go along. We've got 3:51 to go until halftime. Dave Fleming, Mac Brown, Allison Williams with you. That pass caught by Coleman, although he was juggling the ball. At 2nd and 15, they went backwards on that one drive previously. They'll hand it off, and Shock Linwood, and he gets positive yardage, but not a lot of it.
Martin not turn the ball over here either, Dave.
Play fake. Russell downfield. Tipped up. It is a turnover. interception coming back the other way. Inside the 25, inside the 20.
This year signed 22 kids, all from this state.
And they even shared a stop, Stephenville High School, along the way. And you do wonder if some pressure starts to build on Baylor. Penalty flag down. That pass complete to Corey Coleman, who's had a big game so far. But
Plays, they haven't had momentum the last two drives. They're struggling on this one. He's got to get the ball downfield for a completion.
he took a shot, got hit, and then the ball was
In here.
Seth Russell. Play fake. Pressured immediately. And here's a holding call. Russell on the move. Penalty flag is down. Russell running, throwing, incomplete. Their first 4 drives, minus 11 yards on their last 3. Handoff. That's Chafin up the middle and some breathing room.
5 points. They need to win this game and get out of here.
Chafin takes the handoff, and not a lot of room, but he will get the first down.
It's a 14-point game with this long drive.
Play fake. Russell in the pocket. Going to go deep. He's got his man, K.D. Cannon, open, and he catches it. Cannon inside the 35. Down
8-yard line going in.
56-yard pass play. Russell, quick snap. He's going toward the end zone. Coleman, what a catch! And incomplete. He's saying he caught it. But Baylor, though, not waiting around, so they won't review it. They want to snap the ball. That's interesting. I mean, you would have thought that the Bears made
Your direction.
2nd and 23 for the Bears. They'll swing it out to Chafin, who's got room in front. Chafin, that room sort of disappeared there. Well, 3rd and 18, and they will hand the ball off to Chafin. Straight ahead running. And the big guy inside the 20, lowered the shoulders.
Focus.
Russell off the play fake, complete. That's Jay Lee along the sideline. He stayed inbounds and gets to the end zone.
Their staff credit. They're not all over the kids. They're just trying to get it fixed.
That's the 10th penalty now on Baylor. Nice hole for Shock Linwood. A lot of running room. Across the 40, first down and much more. 2.5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Baylor went 97 yards their last time with the ball, going deep here. Coleman, the intended target, is knocked down, incomplete. A little bit of that shoulder pad, but I think that contact mostly came after the ball had touched the hand of Coleman. Now a handoff to Linwood again.
And he also said he'll take doubles instead of home runs out of Linwood, and that's what he's getting because he's a really good football player.
Yeah, this is pure Baylor going for it on 4th and 2 right near midfield. Handoff Chafin. And Chafin has the first down.
Confidence boost for Baylor on that play.
First down into SMU territory. Chafin gets the ball again, pushing that defense ahead for a tough 3.5 yards. I mean, those guys up front are big and strong. Play fake. Russell down the sideline. What an adjustment. And it's the senior Jay Lee for his 2nd touchdown. And who knows? The Hokies shocked Ohio State last year. Maybe they can do it again. This one is caught on the first play of this drive by.
Continue to play hard on defense and get a stop or a turnover.
Handoff. That's a first down and more for Johnny Jefferson out into the open. Russell
Around with as much confidence as Baylor continues to snap the ball quickly.
Russell with all kinds of time. Showed off a strong arm, but incomplete. 4 touchdowns through the air, 1 rushing touchdown for Russell, but only 14 of 29. He finds his #1 target, #1, Corey Coleman, off to the races, touchdown. And that almost looks unfair when you stack those two together. Now hand the ball off, big hole for Jefferson, the tailback. Who's
Outside, they're too fast to cover one-on-one.
That's a bad snap. Russell will pick it up and look to make a play. And he will make a play of sorts. He didn't lose big yardage, so that 3rd and a yard. They hand it off to Chafin. That was a tough yard, but he got it. First down for Baylor. Hand off Chafin. Another broken tackle. He is a strong kid.
Just on their job and making tackles in space.
That's a handoff, and Terrence Williams with an opening for.
Played with a tremendous amount of heart, and they've been well coached tonight.
Last year in the head-to-head matchup, Baylor outgained SMU by 500 yards. And 2nd and 7. Russell keeps it. Russell straight ahead. Russell out into the open, and he can move all the way inside. inside the 20. Russell dives across.
Count to 11.
Well, this is an exciting moment for Baylor fans. Jarrett Stidham has got a huge amount of talent. Here's his first pass, and his first pass is a touchdown. Yeah, he's got talent. Right here on ESPN as Baylor and their true freshman quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, with the ball back. A handoff, and Terrence Williams stopped. Maybe his first drive as the young Baylor quarterback, second stringer. Slings one out to the left side. And that's another completion with a flag thrown from way behind. 2nd and 18. Handoff and a short game for Baylor. Back to the studio. All right, thanks, Adnan. On 3rd down and long, the handoff. Williams breaking tackles. Williams is off to the races. He's going to be brought down from behind, but inside the 20.
When you hand the ball off on a long yardage situation, you can't keep them from scoring.
He's got his second string in there. Williams with another carry. This time just fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the game.
2nd and 11. Stidham scrambling. He'll be brought down from behind. A sack for SMU. And they will hand it off once again. Williams stacked up and brought down. Well, this could be a field goal.
And he's wanting the clock to run out.
So they are going to snap the ball and hand it off again. Williams dropped.